Apple's brand new iPadOS is coming this fall, and it's finally making iPads more like computers, and that's thanks to some major updates to the Files app, including dedicated local storage and external storage support. We've just downloaded the first developer beta, so let's take a look at everything you can already do with external storage on the 2018 iPad Pro. We just unboxed this SanDisk dual USB flash drive and filled it up with different files from our Mac. What makes this drive special is because it features both USB-A and USB-C, so you can easily transfer files between the iPad Pro and basically any computer. We'll leave a link to this flash drive down below. Plugging it into the iPad Pro and opening the Files app, we can see the new drive pop up in the Locations menu, and opening it, we see a ton of different files. Let's see if we can easily copy all those files to the iPad's local storage, or in other words, on my iPad location. Tap Select, select All, then tap Move. Choose On My iPad, and let's create a new folder named USB Backup, and then hit Copy. As you can see, our local storage shows the USB Backup folder, and all of our files are now in there. If you perform a long press on a folder, we get a bunch of options, including Compress, which creates a zip file out of it. We can also tap on any file name to quickly and easily rename it. And then if you tap on the zip file, it'll start unzipping it. Let's select these files and delete them, but they won't be erased from storage just yet. We have to head down to the recently deleted section, tap Select, and tap Delete All to fully erase them off the storage. Heading back to the flash drive, we can easily open this PDF file, mark it up if we'd like, and hit Share. From there, you can copy the file, print it, or share it any way you'd like, including easily airdropping it to any Apple device. Now let's open this MP4 video file. It plays just fine straight from the USB drive, and even trim it down to any length. In the Share menu, we can also save the video to the iPad. We also get options to copy it to Lumafusion, but it doesn't seem to work just yet. So let's open Lumafusion and see if we can import the video. Now that we have it open, let's open Files and Split Screen by bringing up the dock and dragging it to the side. Then we can easily drag the video file into Lumafusion. And there you go, it's imported and we can now start editing it. We also have some music files on here in 3 different formats, MP3, M4A, and WAV. And all 3 play just fine. You can easily scrub through the song's timeline and even share it using AirDrop. And just as easily as a video file, you can import it into Lumafusion and edit it. We also added a screen recording we took on our Mac, and although it wouldn't play within the Files app, we were able to import it into Lumafusion and it played back just fine, even though it said this clip isn't fully supported. The beauty of this is that we didn't have to import them into Camera Roll. However, if we dig into the Lumafusion folder in local storage, we'll find those files copied over, and that's because third-party apps like Lumafusion haven't yet been updated to read directly from a storage drive, but we expect them to be able to soon. Heading back to the flash drive, let's check out some more files. These font files are recognized as fonts, but I don't think we'll be able to do anything with them since Apple will have their own font manager within the App Store. HTML files open up just fine, so you can view them as an image and print them from the Share menu. Text documents easily open up for viewing, and we'll show you how you can edit these in just a moment. Even XML files will open up for viewing by whoever wants to, which is really impressive. Here's a MOV video file from a finalized YouTube video we made in the past. It works perfectly. We also have a folder filled with some photos. They open up just fine and you can swipe left and right to view them. You can also tap and hold on one of the photos, drag it down, and use the other finger to select some more photos, and then drop them into local storage. There you go, you've just imported photos into the local storage, and as you can see, they're nowhere to be found in the camera roll. Going back to the USB drive, we can also view raw photos, but it doesn't seem to show the full image if you tap into one. However, we can tap Share and then tap Lightroom, and tap Launch Lightroom right now. And there you go, it imported the raw photo and we can start editing. After finishing the edit, you can tap Share, Save to Files, and it doesn't seem like saving to the flash drive is available yet in this app, but we can still save it to local storage. As you can see, our new edit is saved, and interestingly, we can't find the original raw photo. It wasn't imported, it was actually editing off the flash drive, and it's missing from the camera roll as well. We can now go back to the Files app, grab that edited photo, and transfer it to the flash drive. Now here's a Microsoft Excel file that easily opens up for reading, but if we open the Numbers app, we can open that Excel file, which creates a duplicate Numbers file, and we can start editing it. Once finished, tap Share, and then we can choose to save to files, and even export it straight to the USB drive. And there it is in the Files app, along with the duplicated numbers file. Here's a Microsoft Word document. It opens up just fine for reading, but if we open the Pages app and go into the flash drive, we can open that Word document and start editing. And just like before, we can export it straight into the flash drive. Now here's perhaps the coolest part. We can go into Safari, search for a PowerPoint file, tap on it and hit download. We'll see the progress in the new download manager. From there, we can tap to open it. To find it within the Files app, go to Cloud Drive, Downloads, and there it is. To make it even better, let's open up the Keynote app and find that file. There you go, we're editing this PowerPoint. And again, we can save it directly to the flash drive. And there it is on the flash drive, and going back to the local storage, there are no signs of any of the original files we edited. So we were editing everything directly off the flash drive. Now here's something that everybody's been waiting for. You can now back up your photos directly to a flash drive or other external storage. Go to Photos, select the ones you want to back up, or tap Select All within an album. Then tap Share, tap Save to Files, tap on your flash drive or hard drive, make a new folder called Photos Backup, and tap Save. Heading back to the Files app, you'll find that your photos successfully backed up. There's no eject button anywhere, so you can unplug your drives at any time without worry. We also tested out a SATA SSD using a SATA to USB adapter and then Apple's USB-C to USB-A adapter, and it worked perfectly fine, just like the flash drive. Now we tried an SD card that we use for our cameras, and it was named Error Name. We started running into issues like error messages popping up when we tried to transfer files, so it seems like SD card support is a bit buggy right now. We then connected our Sony Camera and we got the same error message, so we'll have to revisit support for these devices later. But overall, we're extremely impressed with what we can already do in the first beta of iPadOS, and we're very excited for the rest of our favorite third-party apps to get updated to support Apple's new file system, without having to import into Camera Roll anymore. Again, we'll leave a link to this awesome flash drive down below, and if you want to see the full guide to the new Files app in iPadOS, including iPads with a Lightning connector, tap that like button and click up there to subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.